Howdy, and welcome to Broken Tool Garage. This video is going to go over doing an ignition tune-up on a Fox Mustang with a 5.0 liter engine right here. Now, this is going to bridge across pretty much any of your distributed engines, right? The products I'm going to be using are the Blue Standard Motor Products Blue Streak. They're a performance brand, but moreover, they are a lifetime warranty performance brand, so I kind of like that. So I'll pick these up from the local parts store right here, just got these in, and we're just going to go over how to do this tune-up right here on there. So that'd be cap, rotor, wires. My plugs are good. I'll show you how to pull the plugs out and what you would do if you were changing the plugs, but mine happen to be good, so I'm going to skip over that portion of that. Okay, let's get outside and get to it. Alright, so I kind of have some old spark plug wires. One of them I've already replaced because the holder that I had at the time let it fall down and it burned it. I forgot how many years old these are. They're not per se bad, so I'm not going to throw them away. But I will keep them just in case of emergency or something happens, right? So we don't need to do anything with the distributor other than pull the cap off. There's two clips right here. And just lift it up. Now it only goes on one way. If you go in to start turning your distributor and stuff, you're going to have problems. Now this is a pretty good setup here. This is the performance distributor I got from Anderson Ford Motorsports. And the only reason I'm really changing the cap is because it kind of set around a little bit. I wasn't driving the car and we got some corrosion in there. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a new cap and rotor. I'm going to start with the rotor. And when we do the new cap, what we can do is pull one off at a time and then trace it around and it'll put it into the new cap, right? And then we can do kind of the same method for the wires. Just pull one off at a time, route that where it needs to be, right? Okay, on the spark plug wires, I'm going to do the same method. I'll start with one at a time, but I kind of want to start with my number one over here. And while it's not necessary, I'm going to go ahead and pull my air intake tube off and get that out of the way, just so I have a little more room. On your Ford, your number one is on the bank on the driver's or passenger side. The front one is your number one. So that's where that's located, and what I'll do is I'm going to pull those wires over there and make sure I have one that matches, and I'll also do my spark plug. I'm going to change that out. Let's get a closer look at that. Alright, right here is your spark plug, right there. So you just pull it out and you put your other one in, and you'd want to go ahead and find a way, whatever method you like to kind of gap it. I like to use a filler gauge to double check the gap. If you get a good quality plug, usually you don't have to gap them that much. Want to gap it too? Well, it depends on a lot of factors, like your cylinder head, what kind of plug it is, how hot your ignition is right there. So I'm running the Dynamod, which I can open up a little bit further, right? According to their webpage, you can find that on Performance Distributors. And then I'm running a little bit hotter coil, so I should be able to open this gap up a little bit further on these spark plugs. Now I am going to pull mine out and do a mod on these, kind of going after what David Vizard said on those. But that's a whole nother different story. That's a whole hot rodding thing, not a tune-up. So for the purpose of this video, you just have your new spark plug, set your gap, pull the old one out, put the new one in, And it's not a bad idea to hold on to your old ones just in case you run into a problem, one fouls out or whatever, you got a spare set, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and do just a wire part right now and show you how to do one of these, and it's just the same process all the way around, one at a time, check the length, and that's it. Okay, set up on the back of my other Mustang, the 91 Mustang. It actually has the Ford Performance wires. They're blue. And they're numbered for which one goes to what cylinder, which is kind of nice. These are not, most of them are not. So let's go ahead and get our first victim right here. So this is, we're just kind of looking a little crummy here. I don't see anything specific on it. Well, there's that's dirt or a crack. I think that might be a crack right there. So this wire is not good anymore. It's just worn out. Now we're just going to match up the one that goes closest to that. So look at that. That one right there is almost perfect for that. So I would go ahead and put this on. They do come with your dielectric grease, a couple packs of that. So I'm going to go ahead and put the dielectric grease in here. That makes sure, it does two things. It makes sure that you can get it on and off when you need to, and it seals out that moisture that will corrode up the inside conductor on the inside of that, right? So I'm going to get to this. Like I said, I'm going to do a mod on my spark plugs, and once I get all of this done, then I'll show you what it looks like, and maybe we'll go for a test drive. Okay, all done. That's what it looks like. Now you will probably be able to route your wires better than me, so they're off the headers. That's what matters right there. That's something I could probably work on a little later, but test drive went good. I was running an errand, so I didn't bring you along with me, and so it's kind of rainy today, so maybe we'll just do a startup instead. This engine is worn out, so in my test drive I noted that it's got a lot of blow by. It's spitting oil out the tailpipes. So kind of want to limit what I do on this as far as hot rodding and performance right now until I get the other engine built, but that is for another video. Alright, so we have shot cat in the video because I turned the camera on and it's getting more attention than the cat. Are we done here, buddy, or are you inspecting? I hadn't started yet. There's nothing to inspect. Do I need to... Why are you walking on my car, dude? Well, we'll pick back up in a second here.